Do you believe the president should only visit places where he got votes?
No, the president should visit everywhere.
Then why should it be a problem when he goes to Nyanza?
I'm saying he should visit everywhere.
You are very specific.
Not,
you told those people that you are the ones who voted for him, but he's taking your development in Nyanza.
Yes,
do the Nyanza people deserve any development?
They deserve a lot of development. And the president should visit Nyanza as many times as practically possible. But also he should visit the Rift Valley where he was voted for. He should also visit the mountain where he was voted for. He cannot abandon the people who voted for him and spend all the time in one region. I was saying he must be balanced and he must serve all Kenyans equally, but he cannot.
Welcome to Nation Focus TV, and today we want to focus on inside the explosive current interview, that is Ombija versus Gachagua. What really happened in Karen? A high-profile interview, a seasoned journalist, and one of Kenya's most powerful politicians. But instead of calm conversation, what unfolded was tension, confrontation, and moments that nearly spiraled out of control. Today, I want to break down the Trevor Ombija.
What I would ask you to, have you as a president, whether he has regret?
I'm speaking to you now, not to the president. We'll speak to the president at the right time.
Tumekuuliza kwa sababu tuko na wewe hapa na wewe ulikuwa mtangulizi wa hayo
I don't think this interview you hold brief for President William Ruto.
We're not holding brief for
in my view.
We're asking you to be accountable for the words that you said.
In my view, I had hoped that you would ask me issues of development to do.
We will get to that. Let's clear out a few things.
Kuna maswala.
I refuse to. I refuse to have you have.
Kuna maswala ya uongozi na uadilifu.
I've already answered that question. I have nothing to add. That question I've answered.
Will you apologize to the people for what you did?
I have no apology to give to anybody.
Let me bring up a soundbite of what you said after this back and forth between yourself and the president. And you said that tumefikisha mahali tulikuwa tunataka. Let's play that soundbite so that you just refer to that conversation.
Today, I want to break down the Trevor Ombija versus Rigathi Gachagua interview. Not just what was said, but what it meant. Who was in control? Who lost ground? And what does this tell us about media and politics in Kenya today? Let's get into it. The interview took place in Karen, a setting often associated with exclusivity and high-level conversations. Expectations were simple. A structured discussion about politics, leadership, and accountability. But from the very beginning, the tone felt different. There was tension, there was caution, and beneath it all, there was sense that this wouldn't be an ordinary interview. Because when a journalist known for tough questioning meets a politician known for strong responses, sparks are inevitable.
Sasa nimeona umekasirika vile nilitaka. Mimi nilitaka wewe ukasirike. You lose your temper. You lose your cool. You stop being presidential. Sasa Kasongo amekuja bahari nilikuwa nataka yeye. Ameteremuka chini. He is no longer presidential. Amekuwa mtu ya propaganda na fitina.
Is the politics of insults what you want?
True. He is where I wanted him.
In the politics of insults?
Yes.
Is that what you want?
Because that's whom he is. He has been on insults all his life. He's been insulting Raila Odinga, Uhuru Kenyatta, everybody. He has been trying to be something else, but I know him. I wanted him to come out in his true colors. That's where he is today. Abuse, pettiness, gossip. That's William Ruto. He is where I wanted him to be.
Do you believe that is also describing yourself? Because you're the one who started this conversation. And you've just said there that tumemfikisha mali tulikuwa tunataka.
I have said I wanted him. I have told you I brought him where I wanted him to be. You know,
this is
politics,
where the problem is.
Politics is a game of interest.
This is where the problem is. So what about the other nations and the other tribes?
But have you asked? Have you asked?
That conversation.
Have you asked Oburu when he is demanding 50? What will happen?
That is a conversation they're having, and I'll speak to him when we speak to him.
Yes.
But we're speaking to you now. The Mount Kenya region has about 8 CSs, more than 15 PSs, and more than 300 in this cycle of government in terms of leadership. Is that fair distribution of resources and appointments, considering
my brother Trevor?
Trevor Ombija came prepared, and it showed his approach was clear. Ask direct questions, push for clear answers, don't let vague responses slide. He wasn't there to entertain. He was there to hold power accountable. Each question seemed designed to dig deeper. When answers felt incomplete, he followed up. When responses shifted direction, he brought them back. But here's the thing. This kind of journalism can feel different depending on who's watching. To some, it looked like professionalism. To others, it felt like pressure, even bias.
We had a political negotiation. William Ruto wanted votes from the mountain. 4 million votes. We gave it to him. And we say, in exchange, this is what we want. That's the way politics are done. And that's why I'm saying ODM cannot agree to dissolve. Because if they dissolve, how will they negotiate with William Ruto?
They've not had a conversation of dissolving, but I'm asking you, because you're a leader of the opposition now, and if you have a negotiation with ODM, will you then offer them the 8 slots and the 15 PS
my friend,
about?
The dynamics of those negotiations will dictate what will happen then. We are not yet there. Let's not cross the bridge before we get there. Negotiations are informed by the parameters that exist at that time. William Ruto had been rejected by all other Kenyans except the mountain. He was desperate for the mountain vote. So we also asked him, we are the only people who are willing to back you. Coast rejected him. Northeastern rejected him. Nyanza rejected him. Western rejected him. Nairobi rejected him. Nobody else was willing to back him.
And that's where the tension started building. Rigathi Gachagua didn't sit back quietly. From early on, his tone signaled resistance. Instead of simply answering, he questioned the framing of the interview, challenged the journalist directly, pushed back against what he saw as unfair treatment. At one point, the conversation shifted from answering questions to questioning the interview himself. That's a powerful move. Because once a politician challenges the interview becomes a battle for control. And that's exactly what we say.
Oil's manufacturing company. He bought Baburi Cement. All these factories he bought are the ones that are supplying construction materials for affordable housing. And that is why he needed to create enough money by taxing Kenyans so that his businesses can thrive.
Why should Kenyans trust you now, and yet you're the same person who said that you don't understand why someone
because
this housing?
Only a fool doesn't change his mind.
So if you're deceived then, are you deceived
As
now?
I told you, life is dynamic. You get on knowing people. Today, Trevor, you are this. Tomorrow, I know you differently. So then William Ruto was very convincing. He came to us in the mountain with the Bible. And we trusted him because we are Christians, basically. But on assuming office, he became another person. He became a businessman. And I was there as his deputy, and I saw through it. And I couldn't take it. And I said, no, this is not what we promised the people of Kenya. Leo alikuwa anasema jana Wajaluo, they are intellectuals, they are very intelligent people.
But it is you we are talking to, Mheshimiwa,
No,
not him.
but I must give examples. Because also when you ask me your questions,
Because
I must give it in context.
So
Every intense interview has a moment where things change. This one had several, but one stood out. The moment where frustration became visible, you could feel it. The interruptions increased, the tone sharpened, the patience on both sides began to thin. At times, it even felt like the interview might end abruptly. This wasn't just a conversation anymore. It was a clash of authority.
because you have been quoted as saying there are people with shares and others don't. Do you believe the Nyanza people now have shares in the government?
Well, the Nyanza people are talking about shares every day because it's the way politics are done.
You're the one who started the conversation on shares.
Today, okay, those are my students then they are learning very well.
So do the Nyanza
Oburu
people have
Odinga,
shares?
everybody should have a share in government. And what they are asking for is the right thing. And that is what I was asking. They removed me from office. The ODM people removed me from office for asking for shares for the people who voted for the president. I have had Oburu Odinga, I have had Suluhu and other leaders in ODM telling William Ruto, if you want us to join you, we want 50% shares in your administration.
This is how it was designed. Journalist, kindly answer the questions. The politician could question the question. And when those two forces collide, tension becomes unavoidable. So the question is, who was really in control? On one side, Ombija controlled the questions. On the other side, Gachagua tried to control the direction. This created a push and pull dynamic. Every time the journalist pushed forward, the politician pulled the conversation sideways. The result, a conversation that moved, but never fully settled.
Behind me
So
now,
the song has now changed.
I have a different song.
Why should they believe you now
But
that the
that was
song has
not my
just
song.
changed? It's just a song that you
No,
changed.
it was
You're still
not
the
my
same,
song.
You're
I've
still the
told
same
you,
chorus, and now you're
that
the choir
song,
master.
that song was not mine. I was a member of the choir. Choir ilikuwa ya William Ruto ya kupiga Raila Odinga na Wajaluo. Sisi tulikuwa choir members.
Sasa
So tunafuata choir members.
ulikuwa unatumiwa wewe?
We were members of the choir.
But this new song, have you now changed your mind?
I have said.
Why should the people-
I have given you
Yes.
an analogy.
Why should the people believe a choir master
Well,
or
it's-
a chorus master who changes tune
It's up to the
anytime?
people to believe.
It's
not
like when
me.
they're asking you.
If they, I don't know.
We-
They will listen to me. They will listen to me and decide.
You painted the Luo nation as a nation that is chaotic, violent.
didn't.
In fact, at
William
some
Ruto
point-
did. It's
at
not
some
me.
point-
It is not me.
I'm quoting you. You said at some point that a community has been castigated as people who cause violence every single time.
I've told
that
you.
was you.
I've told
Quoting
you.
directly. Have you now
I've
changed
given
your
you a very
mind
good
against the same
explanation.
community.
I've given you a very good explanation.
And that's important. Because in interviews like this, control isn't just about speaking, it's about steering the story. And neither side had full control. After the interview, the reactions were divided. Some people said, this is how journalism should be, tough and fearless. Others argued the interview felt biased and confrontational. And then there were those who focused on Gachagua, praising him for standing firm, criticizing him for avoiding direct answer. So, what does that tell us? It's very simple. The interview didn't just reveal political position, it revealed public expectations. People don't just watch interviews, they interpret them through their own beliefs. In the end, this wasn't just an interview. It was a reflection of something bigger, the growing tension between media and political power, a journalist pushing for accountability, a politician pushing back against scrutiny.
That I was a part of a choir, and our choir master was William Ruto. And our work was to repeat the chorus from the choir master, who was also the composer.
At what point will you take responsibility for your own utterances?
I am saying
because
that,
now you're saying that he's the one who told you to say it.
No, I'm saying, Trevor, we were in politics. And
are you still in politics now?
Yeah, we're in politics.
So why should they believe you?
I am saying we were having a contest between Raila Odinga and his people. And that was the politics of the day. I am not in politics with Raila Odinga. There is no presidential candidate from the Luo Nation who is facing me. So there is no conflict. That was a contest. People are looking for positions. And there is a conflict as it goes on in politics. So they will be trading here and there. Why William Ruto now is abusing me, he was abusing Raila Odinga then because he was his competitor. Today, his most strongest competitor is Rigathi Gachagua. And so he has just changed tact. The way he was abusing Raila Odinga is the way he's abusing Rigathi Gachagua because I'm his competitor.
Do you regret this abusive language that you and your former boss have treated the nation to?
I have not abused anybody myself.
You started this conversation.
I did not start.
Did you describe the president as having
I made that
weight?
description. That description is true.
That is considered body shaming.
There is no apology to make. I described the way he looks. I did.
Chapter 6 of the Constitution and Integrity, Article 73.3, says that state officers should behave in a manner that bestows respect and dignity.
I'm not a state officer.
You've been the second in command.
I am not a state
officer.
I'm not a state officer.
So are you now allowed then to just abuse your other fellows just because you're not a current
state officer? I am not a state officer.
You've been the second in command. Do you regret the state?
I have no regret whatsoever.